Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to this evening or today's call, wherever you are in the world. It's evening for me, but wherever you are, welcome to this session. Hope you are doing well, and hope you're having a good day so far, wherever in the world you are joining us from. Here we go. Amazon ads made simple. It's going to be a great session today. I'm looking forward to sharing lots of hopefully very useful things for you today that's going to really elevate your business, get you moving forwards in the world of Amazon, in the world of advertising. This is something that I geek out on for a lot of the week. It's where I spend a lot of my time with my business, and so hopefully it's going to be helpful for you. First, before we do dive into it, just to give people a bit of a chance to get into the room, firstly, let me know if you can hear me as you guys are joining. Just put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. If someone can do that, that would be amazing. Just to let me know you can hear me okay, and you can see me okay. Ready for the presentation to begin. Hello from NC. Is that North Carolina, Kelly? I've been to South Carolina once. There's a beautiful place. Had biscuits and gravy for breakfast, which was quite a new thing for me. I'm from England, so that was quite strange. Biscuits are a bit different here. But hello. Good. Thanks, Anna. Appreciate that. 1 in the chat to let me know you can hear me. Appreciate that. Amazing. Yeah, let me know where you're joining us from today. Let me know where you're joining us from, and I'd love to see what kind of audience we've got. We've got obviously some from the States. Any fellow Brits in the room with me, let me know. Or if you're from further afield, yeah, I would love to sort of understand where you guys are from, just to get to know you a little bit more. And I'll introduce myself in a minute. We've got a fellow Brit there, someone from the UK. Welcome. And so as you're joining us, cookies and gravy, yuck. Yeah, like it was biscuits and gravy. So like, for me, it's like that's a scone or a scone. But it was like it was a strange meal. Anyway, that was my experience of America. Someone from Canada, welcome. So we're getting global. We've got more than 2 nationalities in. We're getting global today, which is great. Great to have you guys here. Okay, what I'd also love, just as people are joining us, I just want to give everyone a few minutes to get in before we dive into the meat and bones of what we're talking about today. Please do let me know as well if you have sold on Amazon yet. If you are someone who's looking to sell on Amazon, or you have already made your sale. If you have made your first sale, say yes. If you have not made your first sale, just put no in the chat, just to help me get an idea for who's in the room, because we've got lots of directions we could go in today and lots of content we could go through, but I want to make sure that this is going to be the most helpful as possible for the audience we have here with us. So yes, if you have made a sale on Amazon, no if you haven't. In just a couple of minutes, we will get into the session. And what the session will look like is I will go through all of the content for the session. And at the end of the session, I will have plenty of time to answer any questions you have. If there's any that are real pertinent to the topic we're on at the time, I'll try to answer it at the time where I can. But on the most part, if you can put your questions in the Q&A tab, for us, then we'll go through at the end and make sure that all of your questions are answered in this session to make sure you get everything answered. Okay, so yes, selling on Amazon. No, selling on Amazon. From Poland and soon selling in the US, or soon living in the US, maybe that means. But great to have you here regardless. So if you can add your questions, as Alex says there in the chat, that would be amazing. Amazing. Good stuff. Okay, well, we are going to get into this session right about now, and I will kind of get into everything that we're going to talk through in the lesson. But a little bit about me before we start. I haven't got loads of slides about this because, the session is about the content rather than about me. But I do want to kind of give you a bit of an idea of who I am and why I've got the confidence to speak on such a big topic as Amazon Ads Made Simple, how to reach more customers in 2025. So this is going to be a session that, as I say, is going to be around all around ads, all around answering your questions with those. And I'm hoping that this session is going to answer a lot of the questions, but we will make plenty of time at the end to answer questions as well. So in this class, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the 4 core principles of Amazon advertising that helped me achieve these results. And these results are something that have taken time, they've taken trial and error. But what I'm hoping to do with this session is help eliminate the trial and error for you, so you don't have to spend 7 figures on ads to be able to work out how to work it, but to be able to actually fast track this process to be able to help you succeed with your advertising on Amazon. So here's some results in the US. I've also spent a lot of ad money in the UK, and also for the euros in Europe, in Germany, and many other locations in Europe. And we've also started to get some good volume in Australia now. Australia is my current favorite marketplace because it is growing quickly. I'm up to around 10k a month in sales in Australia, but the ACOS, the spend of advertising is very low because it's low competition, and so the margins are very good. So we're starting to see some really good results there. So that's a little bit about my journey. I have actually been selling on Amazon since 2017. In 2015, I tried to sell t-shirts for my own brand. And I quickly discovered that I didn't know about products. I didn't know about marketing. I had no idea what I was doing. So I had to go and learn about it. And when I went to go to YouTube to try and learn about e-commerce and marketing, I found this magical thing called Amazon FBA. And I didn't need to find customers because Amazon would bring them to me, and I just needed to create good products, and Amazon would bring traffic. And so ever since, this is what I've been learning. This is my body of work, so to speak. And so I am still an active brand owner now. I always think that if you want to learn something like Amazon ads, you want to make sure you're learning it from someone who's in the trenches running ads right now, because it does change quite often. And I'm running ads right now. I was in Amazon today checking on my ads and working on my ads. So this is coming from someone who is in the trenches, in the game with you, and this is hopefully going to help you, whether you are selling on Amazon now or you've got a lot of sales or not many sales. Hopefully this is going to help you, because this has also helped hundreds of my students get similar results, whether that's their first $100 or £100. It's really, the currency doesn't matter, because Amazon is the same wherever you sell, whether it's that first $100, whether it's that first 10K, $10,000, $100,000, or whether it's even up now to several students that we've got hitting the $1 million and more range, several 7-figure students now in our community. And one of the major driving forces is Amazon ads. And what I'm going to teach you is everything that I've taught them, and I'm going to teach you that today. And what we're going to cover is the 4 pillars of Amazon advertising. These are the 4 pillars that we are building these campaigns around, building our advertising strategy around, to make sure that you succeed with your ads, because Amazon won't necessarily help you succeed with your ads right out of the gate. You actually need to put some work in to make ads work for you. And so I'm going to go through in this session the 4 pillars of advertising, and then I'm going to be giving you a whole bunch of resources at the end as well. So do make sure you stick around. We'll do some Q&A, and we'll help with as much as we can in the process. Okay, so quickly before we dive into the first pillar, it's important that you know the role of Amazon advertising in 2025. Whether you are selling already and made loads of sales, it's still good to consider this. Or if you're new to selling on Amazon, this is going to be really good to get you up to speed. I want to get everyone on the same page today as we go through this. So what I'm going to do is just talk through, the role of Amazon advertising. So it won't come as a shock to learn that in an Amazon ads class that I'm going to say Amazon ads play a key role in your business. Otherwise, why would we be here, right? On this Thursday evening for me, maybe Thursday daytime for you. Why would we be here if it wasn't important? Of course, it's very important. But what makes Amazon ads important, and what are the nuances of the specific role that they play in your business? Well, number one, the first role that they play is visibility. They really help you be visible on the Amazon platform. Now, if you're new to selling on Amazon or you've been selling some time, you'll quickly discover that actually a lot of the first page, second, third, fourth page of search results on Amazon is advertising. You can see everything that I've highlighted in red here. This is advertising. So these products aren't just appearing there organically. Someone is bidding on a keyword or a product to appear in those spots on the first page. As you can see, more than there is more advertising slots than there is not right now on Amazon. Such is the growth of Amazon advertising. Jeff is making a lot more profit through Amazon advertising than he is through FBA right now. And so he wants to turn up those dials. They want to return a profit for their shareholders. So they want to just bring in as much money as they can through advertising. And we then, as the sellers, get two choices. We can either say, well, you know what, I'm not having any of that, and walk away from this great opportunity of selling on Amazon, or we learn how to master these slots and how to get in them and how to get in them profitably, and then we can dominate on the platform. This is one of the single biggest things that will separate you from your competition if you can learn how to dominate ads, because they are becoming a more and more important factor when getting visibility on Amazon. The amount of ad slots on the platform means that your understanding has to get there, has to grow to enable you to be successful. But the good news is that these ads don't just have impact on sales. They don't just provide bottom line for you. Actually, they also provide ranking, keyword ranking for you. Wish I was a shareholder, says Kelly. Yeah, me too. But in a kind of roundabout way, we are, because we've got a business that sells on Amazon and we're part of this machine, and it's only going in one direction. So it's a great platform to be on. Okay, so number 2 is ranking. When we drive sales with our advertising, it actually gives us keyword ranking. See, these spots that have been labeled or not labeled here, these are the organic spots. And by driving sales in those advertised spots, you can push your products more prominently into those ranking slots. So Amazon ads are a very unique form of advertising. If you were to run some Google ads today for your brand, it is not going to have any impact on your Google search engine rankings. If you were to run some ads on Facebook today, it is not going to change how your page shows up on Facebook feeds in the algorithm. It's going to have no impact on it whatsoever. Whereas your Amazon ads, when you spend money on your Amazon ads, you're not just getting direct sales, you're also getting the visibility, you're getting the ranking that is produced from that, which is obviously really key. The third role that they play, and this is really important, is amplification. Okay. Amazon ads aren't a secret weapon. Disclaimer. Sorry if you want to jump off the webinar. You thought I was going to teach you some secret strategy, some secret silver bullet or miracle cure for your business. Amazon ads aren't a secret weapon. They aren't a miracle cure for your business. They are something that, when used in the right way, which I'll teach you in this webinar, they amplify your business. However, what you must understand with that is that they send traffic to what is all they can send, or should send traffic to what is already working. Now, if you try to send traffic to a listing that isn't converting, then you are going to be struggling. Okay, so what we want to try and do is start from the beginning with the first pillar of Amazon advertising, and that actually begins with your preparation. Now, if you don't prepare well, then you are going to set yourself up for a challenge, an uphill battle ahead. Okay, so you might be tempted right now to switch off and wait for the juicier content of optimizing campaigns and how to structure your campaigns, all of that. But what I want to do is really encourage you, for your business's sake, understand how important this first phase is, because running paid traffic to an under optimized product and listing is like paying for water to fill a leaky bucket. Okay, if you have a leaky bucket and you start pouring water into it and you're paying for that water that you pour in, there's going to be a portion of it that's going to just fall out the bottom of that bucket. And the same is true with the traffic that we send to a listing and a product that isn't optimized. Everybody wants to improve their ACOS. ACOS is a key term when it comes to advertising, and it stands for advertising cost of sale, or in other words, how much return are you getting? How much are you getting for your spend on Amazon? It's not return on investment like ROI would be, but it's a percentage that shows you how effective your ads are being. Everyone wants to improve their ACOS, grow their sales, but not everyone understands how ACOS is made up. Okay. So what I'm going to walk you through for this first 5-10 minutes of this section is just how to understand the different metrics that make up Amazon advertising success, and how there are lots of non-advertising strategies that you can use to improve these metrics before you even open Amazon's campaign manager. Before you even run a dime of ads, you can actually make sure that these metrics are optimized so that when you do run your ads, you get better results. A lot of people come to me and they say, well, Ben, I want to improve my ACOS. Show me where in my Amazon campaigns I can improve my ACOS. And we look at all of their numbers inside their Amazon account and everything looks fine. But when I look at other aspects of their business, not so much. So let's take a few moments just to look at the basics so that we can understand what it says here, that the ACOS is a summary metric, and there are a number of factors that influence it. And these are what I believe to be the three most important, not just ad metrics, but the three most important metrics you need to understand and optimize for if you're going to be successful on Amazon: impressions, clicks, and conversions. Okay. So firstly, we're going to look at two things: optimizing your product and your listing. Again, I know this is not strictly ads content, but if you don't get this right, then there's no point running those ads, because those ads are going to be highly ineffective. So let's make sure we're plugging the holes in that bucket before we start pouring that traffic in. Yeah. So we're going to start with our product. We're going to optimize our product. So we're looking at these three aspects, okay? Impressions, which means how many times your product is showing up in search results. Clicks, how many times a customer clicks on it. And conversions, how many times a customer buys. So we're starting with impressions. And what impressions is all about is demand, because the only way your ads are going to show up, assuming you're using the right keywords, which we'll get into, are if someone's actually searching for your product type. So if you are inventing something, or you're selling something that nobody's even heard of or even wants, then you're going to struggle with Amazon ads. So you need to make sure there is demand. And the most common route to e-commerce success is not invented products, but improved products. So if you're on the call and you're thinking, well, I'd love to invent my own product and create the next, big product, the next Dyson vacuum or something like that, then remember that 99.99999% of success in e-commerce is about improving products, not inventing them. It's about seeing where there is customer demand and utilizing that. AMZ Scout's product database is the perfect tool to find products that are both in demand and have room to improve. So if you guys have already got access to AMZ Scout, all you need to do is open it up, head over to the product database and do a search for different products. And you can see these columns here. You can see the ones I've highlighted: estimated revenue and the rating. So what that first one to do, the first column is going to do estimated revenue. This is going to show you that there is demand for a product. So you want to first filter for an amount of revenue. When you're looking for a product to sell, you want to make sure that people are already buying it. So make sure you're setting revenue filters. And then the rating column, you want to be looking for products to sell that have 4.5 or lower stars, because that is going to help you stand out, which brings us on to our next point, which is clicks. How do I attract more clicks for my product just in the product itself? Before we even get to the listing, when it just comes to the product, how do I attract more customers to click on my listing versus my competitors? And the number one question you need to ask yourself is, does my product stand out from my competition? Do I give my customers a reason to purchase my product over the competition? Now, this is something that is really going to help you with your thought process when launching new products. So even if you already have a product live, this is something just to either consider for your current product or for your next products. If I was to show you these search results here, which of these products immediately grabs your attention? Let me know. Whether it's with the brand name or the position or the color or something like that. Is there a product here that immediately sticks out to you? I'll give you a few seconds to have a think about that. Let me know in the chat. Is there anything that immediately sticks out? And I'm just going to have a little drink of water here. I'm not used to talking this much. I spend all day in my office on my own, just clicking and looking at screens and that kind of thing. So I don't normally do a lot of talking. So I'll just have a little drink of water while you guys let me know what you're thinking. Is there a product here that sticks out to you? Because what you need to remember is that in order to be able to make Amazon ads work for you, you need to be able to attract people to click on your ad in a set of search results like this. So if this was to appear in a search and there's some advertised products there, you need someone to click on your product in order for you to start that process of them being able to buy. Okay, someone's saying none, which is fair enough. That's absolutely fine. But what I will show to you is what I think is the one that stands out the most, and it's this one. This one here, Zesty Paws. Murad says green one. Yeah, that's another valid one. There's lots of blandness there, and there's a couple that are a little bit different. And there's the orange one, and then there's a green one. Proviable second row, second from left, as it's the featured product. Yeah, that's another good shout. So there are different, a few different sort of things you can look at there. But the one that stands out most to me, at least, is this bright orange one. Okay, and Zesty Paws know what they're doing. They're a brand that started from scratch on Amazon, and they were actually acquired a few years ago for around $600 million. So they know what they're doing, and what they've tried to do with that is they've tried to create a product that stands out in search results. It doesn't have to be color. There can be other things that you can do to be able to stand out in search results, but it's really important that this principle of standing out is embedded into your thought process. Okay. So think through packaging, contents, accessories, innovative concepts that you can use to really make your product stand out and attract the click, because the higher the click-through rate on the product, the more positive your metrics are going to be. And this concept alone is something that's really important for our community and our students. I've got a student called Kevin. He went from doing $1,000 a month in sales, a month, which is basically not even worth doing, to $1,000 every single day with his brand when he made this one change. I interviewed him on my podcast, which you can check out. It's called The Brand Builder Show. And I interviewed him about how he went on the Dragon's Den, which is the UK version of Shark Tank. It's like for entrepreneurs to go on and pitch their product. He did such a good job with differentiating his product that he actually got to go on TV and pitch for investment in it. And he actually just recently is the one that I showed a screenshot earlier on, that he has hit 7 figures in sales. And it's this one change that he made that's allowed his business to really tick. You know, you can see from the image there, he's a little bit of an older gentleman. He's not like super tech savvy. He's not like a whiz kid with numbers and rocket science. He just made one shift in his business, which is, I'm going to really stand out and differentiate. And it's really, really helped his whole business. And so there you go. There's a screenshot of the 7 figures that he sent me recently to join our illustrious 7-figure club in our community. So we've done impressions, clicks, and now conversions. What's important here is, of course, is my product actually good? So make sure you're creating great products. You're getting as many positive reviews as you can in a legitimate TOS, terms of service friendly way, and that will really help with your conversions. Okay, secondly, then we're going to look at the listing before we jump on to the other aspects of your Amazon ads. Your listing, if you want to get more impressions, you need to make sure you have maximum coverage for keywords in your listing. And a really great way to do this is in the AMZ Scout tools, which again, I'm going to go into in a minute. And then for clicks, when it comes to impressions, clicks, and conversions, the middle one, clicks, is ask yourself, am I giving my shoppers reasons to click on my listing? Again, that comes back to your main image. That comes down to, as you can see here, the difference between these two products. It won't just be in the main image, but you can see one is a pretty bland image that just blends in with the white background. One really stands out, and it does 5 times the amount of sales. Again, there'll be other factors, but this is a big factor. The amount of reviews as well that it's got really helps. So again, keep working on getting more reviews. The more reviews you can get, I can promise you, I've got a product with tens of thousands of reviews, and it massively helps its conversion rate, which really helps with your Amazon ads. Pricing, of course, you shouldn't be the cheapest by default, but pricing is key. And then promotions as well. If you can do 10% off, 20% off promotions, this really helps get those clicks because it stands out in search results. Okay, and then finally, I know I'm running through this, but this is just the first pillar, and I want to get through all 4 pillars. Finally, ask yourself, am I showing shoppers the benefits of my product? And that really comes through your images and showing the customer what is in it for them. Okay. So here are some good examples of brands that do this really well. Simple Modern, Fin, Anchor, Ridge Wallets are another one. Really good brands to learn from, model what they do, improve your conversion rate, and really help with your growth there. Okay. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you write a title, a description, and your bullet points that really help sell the benefits of your product as well. And we won't even go into video because we've got lots more to cover here. This is, super. We could go super in depth into all of these topics, but I want to respect your time. I know you guys, are joining us for this, and I want to make sure we deliver on that. So, wrapping up on this section, what you see here is that how all of this plays into your ACOS. And if you just try and run your ads in a profitable way and ignore all of the things that go into creating this metric, then you are going to be struggling. So it's about getting more impressions and then improving your click-through rate to turn that into more clicks, and then improving your conversion rate to turn that into more conversions. Okay, so we've breezed through preparation. It's very key, but I know some of you want to get onto, more meaty stuff than that. So let's get into the second pillar of successful Amazon advertising, which is research. So first and foremost, you want to make sure you are doing effective keyword research. And my favorite tool for doing this is with AMZ Scout's reverse ASIN lookup. I think this is an absolute cheat code when it comes to doing fast, effective keyword research. I'm going to give you a quick demo now. I'm going to bring up, let me just get the right screen here. Let's go to this one here. Okay, perfect. I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to give you a little bit of a demo. Let me know in the chat if you can see that screen there. Let me know. I can see it on mine, so hopefully you guys can see it there, but just let me know if you can see the screen. So in this tool here, you can come to the menu keywords and listing to do your keyword research. Now you can just do a keyword search. That is absolutely fine. You'll find lots of good results there. But I like using the ASIN lookup because it is like a supercharged keyword research approach, because it finds you the most relevant keywords, the most searched keywords, so the highest search volume keywords, and the all in one at the same time. So if you come into here, I'm already in this tool. That's why I didn't do anything there, but that's where you just need to come to find yourself in this tool. And then inside this tool, you just need to, you can either put an ASIN here, which is the Amazon's product number. You can just grab one ASIN, but that won't be as effective as this process I'll show you. What you want to do instead is this, come to this one here that says enter a few ASINs. So I'm going to click on enter a few ASINs, and what you want to do is you want to put in the maximum number of ASINs you can put in here, which is 10. You want to go and you want to find the 10 most relevant competitors to the product that you're going to sell or are selling, and put them all in here. As you can see, I've already done this for a few different products, so I'm going to pull up a recent search just to save time. You want to then make sure that you start the most relevant or the main competitor, and that will be your main ASIN. And then you want to add those in, and then you want to click this button here, find keywords. You can add a few more filters, but for now, I'm just going to find keywords, and it's going to find you basically what all of these products are ranking for. So the reverse ASIN, it takes what these ASINs are already ranking for, the keywords that they're already displaying in Amazon search results for, and it gives you those keywords. So rather than just finding some that are loosely relevant, somewhat relevant, because if you use 10 ASINs that are similar, if all of those ASINs are ranking for those keywords, then it's hyper relevant. You might get one outlier that there's a yoga mat that's for some reason ranking for iPhone case, but it won't be all of them, right? It might be one or two of them, but it won't be all of them. And so when you filter, use this reverse ASIN lookup, use 10 ASINs and filter by all 10, then you're going to find only those keywords that are the most relevant, that then your Amazon ads are going to be effective because you've done effective keyword research. Okay, so that is a very, very, very quick demo, and obviously I'd love to go into more detail, but we are on a time schedule today. But I'm more than happy. At the end, I'll talk you through how you can get access to these tools if you don't have already, and how you can get access to our support to help you with them as well. So that is keyword research. And if we could grab the slides back, there we go. Perfect. Let's move on to the next stage. So we've talked about preparation, really key. Research, finding the right keywords to advertise on is really key. But that leads us into the next pillar, which is structure. Because the reason we do the research is we want to structure our ads in the right way, because we don't want to just give Amazon complete control. Campaign structure is, as I've said, an essential element of successful Amazon advertising, and has become more so in recent times because of the broadness that Amazon applies to the ads when you give them control. Okay, so what good campaign structure involves is involves creating various different campaigns, each with its own goals and objectives, then having those campaigns set up to work together. See, if you've only just started advertising, or maybe you haven't started yet, you might be tempted to just say, well, I'm going to take what Amazon gives me, a campaign where I can just let Amazon take control and just let them do all of the targeting, do everything for me. And I want to encourage you to not do that. As it says here, why can't we just create one campaign, throw all our products in, and let Amazon do the hard work? Well, one word: control. Control. And your goals and Amazon's are not aligned. You, I'm sure, would know this by now, but Amazon isn't overly concerned with your success. Amazon isn't going to spoon feed you customers. They're not going to spoon feed you profit. They're not going to spoon feed you success. If you, don't have the drive to learn about being successful on Amazon and push through, then they'll find somebody else to fill those shelves anyway. So succeeding on Amazon is about being determined to be the one who says, you know what, I'm going to put in the work and understand this process. I'm going to get the best help possible. I'm going to access the best tools possible, like AMZ Scout, and I'm going to really understand how this all works so that I can succeed on the platform. Amazon wants to spend money on ads, whereas that you actually want to make money with your ads. So just doing it Amazon's way isn't always going to work. That's why I always tell my students, if you get an email from the Amazon advertising team telling you how to set up your campaigns, ignore it completely, because they aren't anywhere near as interested in you as how much profit you make. And by structuring our campaigns in the right way, that I'll show you in this lesson, we get, number one, organizational control. Every campaign has its place and its purpose in our Amazon ads funnel, working together in harmony. And we do set it up like a funnel, and I'll show you the structure of that in a minute. Secondly, you get budget control, because a good campaign structure helps you put your budget where it's most effective, rather than just letting Amazon spend it wherever its algorithm decides. You know your product better than anyone else. You know your strategies better than anyone else. And this structure gives you control over how your budgets are spent. And rather than just putting everything into one campaign and it becoming a total mess, and being completely out of control, it gives you back that control. And finally, you get keyword control. We can take keywords from a campaign. A keyword, of course, is something that customers are using to search for your product. A yoga mat would have thousands of related keywords. It's Pilates mat, exercise mat, yoga mat for men, yoga mat for women, and on and on and on. Some of those keywords are going to convert well for your product, and some of them won't. So what the campaign structure that I'll show you allows you to do is it takes the seed form of a keyword and it helps to grow that keyword, eliminate the ones, the weeds that aren't doing well, cut out the weeds, grow the healthy ones into the trees that can produce long-term, fruitful, profitable sales for your business. So a good campaign structure, it looks at each different stage of a product's life cycle and it implements a good structure there. I don't have time to go into each and every structure that you could implement. There are lots of things you can do, and we go much deeper into this in the training we have inside of Brand Build University, which is something that we host with our students. But a simple structure to start with is something that I'll show you here. It's 3 campaigns, a top level, a mid level, and a bottom level. And the first campaign at the top here is a discovery campaign. What you want to do with this one is you want to set this up to be an automatic targeted campaign. Just use one product for each of these structures. If you have multiple products, do this structure for every product, because you want to be able to have control, remember? So your campaign structure should be just for one product. Firstly, your automatic targeting campaign. Then you're going to want to set up a second completely different campaign, not a different ad group, not a different ad, not a different product, a completely different campaign. And in this campaign, you only want to use a match type of broad broad match keywords, and then you put in the keywords that you found in AMZ Scout's keyword reverse ASIN tool a minute ago. And then finally, we're going to have a third campaign, which is our scaling campaign. And we are going to put them in with an exact match. And so we are going to put our keywords that convert well at a good ACOS. We're going to take them from our expansion campaign and we're going to put them in our scaling campaign. The idea behind this is that you put your best keywords in your scaling campaign so that you can ramp this budget up. If you were to give Amazon a budget of $500 a day in your automatic targeting campaign, they would spend it. And it may or may not make sales because they will have control over what keywords it shows for. However, if you control the keywords and put the right keywords into your scaling campaign, then you know that they're going to convert well and you can put the budget up and up and up. And that's where you really begin to drive all of your profit. Like I say, this is a very simple starting structure. There's lots of things you can do to develop this. The campaign structure that I have for my products right now has, 20 or more campaigns because you can do sponsored brands, sponsored display, video ads, single keyword campaigns, placement weighting, ASIN campaigns, brand defense, tiered bidding campaigns. There's so much that you can test and do. Like I say, I've spent 7 figures on ads, still spend $20,000 a month or more on ads. And so there's lots of testing that goes into this. You don't have to do all this testing because I can do it for you and show you what works. And that's obviously what we're kind of giving you a bit of an intro to tonight. But of course, I will show you how you can get more support at the end of the session. Okay, so we've looked at preparation, research, and structure. I know we are sort of breezing through this a little bit, but I do want to make time for this next stage, which is optimization, which is where it all does come together and you really start to see the progress of how your Amazon ads are performing. Okay. So there are 4 steps that we teach our students inside of Brand Builder University. We teach them to take 4 weekly steps every single week. If you do these 4 checks, if you do these 4 steps, then you can keep your ads in a healthy place. Okay. So the first step, and I will show you how you can grab a cheat sheet to see all of this at real quick, easy to glance, method at the end of the session. Step 1 is you want to optimize your campaigns for relevance. Once you have worked on preparation, got your product and your listing right, once you have done your keyword research, once you have built out the right structure for your campaigns to give you back control, what you would then want to do is you want to do checks and balances each and every week to make sure that the right keywords are showing in the right place. And the first thing that you want to check is you want to check that the most relevant keywords are the ones that you're spending money on. There's no point in you selling a yoga mat, for example, and you advertising on a keyword like toy train set. Now, that shouldn't happen very often because Amazon's algorithm is smart enough to know, even in an automatic targeting campaign, that that isn't a keyword that you should be showing up for. However, some keywords are going to convert better than others, and your most relevant keywords will convert better than the ones that aren't as relevant. And the way you understand this is not always through just your own knowledge, because you might think, well, a keyword might work or it might not work. However, what you need to understand is that data is your best friend. Data is the thing you need to be looking at when it comes to making decisions with your ads, not just how do I feel, what do I think about this. The data doesn't care what you think. Sorry to tell you, but you need to be, if you're going to succeed with selling on Amazon, with Amazon ads, you need to be someone that looks at the data. And this is obviously where AMZ Scout is a great tool suite for enabling you to assess data and understand data. And in the first step of optimizing your ads, what you want to do, and for each of these, we'll look at an objective, the criteria, and the actions. So if you're taking notes and want to note this down, again, I will show you how you can get a cheat sheet for all of this at the end. But you want to, first and foremost, the objective is you want to locate and exclude irrelevant search terms and ASINs. Let's just say keywords for now to keep it simple. Irrelevant keywords with a low click-through rate. What does a low click-through rate suggest? It suggests that if lots of people are seeing your ad in search results but not clicking on it, then it's not hyper relevant to what they've just searched for. So if I'm selling a yoga mat and I am seeing the term yoga blocks in my advertising reports, and it's a low click-through rate, it probably suggests that if someone's searching for a yoga block, they're not interested in a yoga mat. They might be loosely interested, but they might not be completely interested. And so that might be too expensive for me to advertise on something that is of loose relevance. So what I'm going to want to filter for is a product or a keyword, that's got at least 1,000 impressions in my advertising reports, and it's got a low click-through rate. And then what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to add those as negative keywords. Now, if you're new to selling on Amazon and there's lots of terminology here, don't worry, we can give you the support you need with this process, and I'll talk you through that in just a moment at the end of this session. But if you are going to learn this, you can take notes, take screenshots, do what you need to do. And obviously you can go away and really get into these heavier terms in more time. But this is like a summary of the process for you. You can add those keywords as a negative keyword. And negative keywords are absolutely magical. They are a secret weapon on Amazon advertising. And what it means is that you are going to then not show up for those keywords. So in the example I gave before, if I am going to put yoga blocks as a negative keyword into my campaign, it means that whenever someone searches for yoga blocks in the future, my ad's never going to show for that keyword. So it means you can eliminate those terms that are irrelevant, and it's going to drive up the performance of your advertising. Okay. All right. Next is step 2. So it might be a lot to learn right now, but once you get into the habit and the process of doing this, especially with the kind of the tool set AMZ Scout will give you, and potentially the support we can offer you, it does become a very quick process. You can do this in 5 or 10 minutes a week. I don't spend a long time. I spend a bit more than that on my ads because we're spending a lot of money on the ads. So there's different things I'm testing all the time. But especially for someone just starting out, your Amazon ads, if you follow these principles that I'm teaching you in this lesson today, it will be the 80-20 of your success. You will get 80% of the success you'll need just from the core principles of this lesson today. And that's my goal, is to give you enough in this free session to be able to equip you with the core fundamentals of what you need to succeed with this. So that is step 1. Then the next step, once you've done that process, what you want to do is you want to optimize then for conversions. So the process is the same. You want to look through your Amazon ad reports and you want to filter for those keywords that are getting clicks but not any sales. And you want to do the same thing with those, because if someone is clicking on your ad but not buying the product, it suggests that you can't afford to advertise on that keyword. So you want to make sure that you add those as negative keywords as well. Okay, so you're going to eliminate stuff that is irrelevant, you're going to eliminate stuff that isn't converting, and then finally in step 3, you want to optimize for profitability. So what that means is you might be advertising on the term yoga mat. It's probably very competitive. I've never sold yoga mats. I just always use them as an example. I don't know why. I don't do yoga. I probably should do yoga because I'm 6'7" tall and my joints could probably do with that kind of thing. But I always use it as an example, and it's a very competitive product. And yoga mat, the actual keyword, would likely be quite expensive to advertise on. So you might start running that advertising and you start seeing that your ACOS, your advertising cost of sale, is say 80%. So for every sale you make, 80% of that sales value you are spending in advertising. And without doing the maths, you would immediately know that that's not going to be profitable for you. So you would see that, recognize that, and because of that, you would adjust your bid for that keyword. So if you're new to advertising, you would place bids in your Amazon advertising for each of the keywords, and you can increase or decrease that bid. And so each week you want to go through and then find the keywords with a high ACOS and reduce those by a percentage each week, so that next time people click on those ads, they're costing you less, and then you're going to be spending less per sale, and either that keyword is going to become profitable for you, or because you reduce the bid so much, you're not really going to show up for any more ads. So either way, you're going to find a solution for that. Okay. And then finally, step 4, an optional 4th step, is then to increase bids on lower ACOS terms. So this means that things that are really going well for you, you are getting lots of sales but not spending much on ads, you can actually increase the bids on these, because what that will do is, with how Amazon's auction system works, and again, we've got a whole course on this, and it's about 10 hours long, going into all of these scientific aspects and these things to really help you succeed with this. One of the things we talk about is the Amazon ads auction system. It's basically a second bidder auction system. So if you were to bid $2 and the next person's bidding $1 for a keyword, then you're going to win that keyword with $1.01 bid. You're not going to pay the $2 that you're bidding. You're just going to pay a cent higher than the second person. That's in very simple terms. There's a bit more to it than that, but quite simply, that's a simple process. And so what you can do is you can actually bid higher amounts to get your ad shown in more search results, because when you type a search into Amazon, you might search yoga mat and hit enter. In an instant, sort of in the blink of an eye, it's pretty incredible how it works. Amazon's ad auction system is literally running an auction for all of the advertisers who have bid on the keyword that you have just entered into Amazon, and it's going to show up the products that win that auction. So a lot of that is about how much you're bidding. And so if you bid higher, you will appear higher in search results, get more impressions, potentially more clicks, potentially more sales. And if the bid and the clicks that you're getting right now are producing great results at low cost for you, then you can increase that to drive more sales. Of course, there's a balance to be found there, because you don't want to just increase that forever and pay loads of money and become unprofitable. But that's where then step 3 of the process will kick in. And so this all works together, these 4 steps, to be an optimization process that keeps you on track, that keeps you profitable, that eliminates wasted keywords, eliminates wasted ad spend, and makes you profitable. So by implementing these, what we call the 4 pillars of Amazon advertising, you are positioning yourself for success with Amazon ads in 2025 and beyond. These are the 4 pillars that we base everything around. Of course, there's a lot more to it that, in an hour session, there's only so much detail we can go into. And I'm aware that we have people from different, skill sets, different stages of the journey. However, hopefully just that principle and the structure that we've given you there is going to help you understand what you need to do as your next step to be able to succeed, to be able to set up with Amazon ads in the right way. You can take what we've shared so far in this training, implement it yourself, and have good foundations in place. Like I said, this will be the 80-20 rule of your Amazon ads. You can take these principles and get 80% of the results you need to in the short term. However, I will be honest, what we've had time for really is only scratching the surface. Like I say, the team here wanted to, AMZ Scout wanted to get some real good Amazon ads teaching, but obviously there are time constraints. And so there's so much that we haven't covered yet. And I've been running Amazon ads for over 7 years. I've spent over 7 figures on ads. And there's been a lot of trial and error with that, as you can imagine. If I knew then what I know now, oh gosh, the amount of money I wouldn't have wasted on ads and bad strategies. But I have tested it, which is good news. If you run this up on your own with these strategies, what you'll need to be prepared for, of course, is your own trial and error. There's so much beyond just what we've had time for today that you'll need to test and have some trial and error of your own. And the translation, of course, when it comes to trial and error and business, is cold, hard cash. You need to be ready that this is going to cost you a bit of money to test out. However, if you'd like further support with growing your Amazon business, then the team and I at AMZ Scout have put something together really special for you that I just want to run through with you. And I would love to know in the chat, is that something you would like to hear about? Have you managed to master Amazon ads in this session so far, or is there more support we could give? Is there something, is there a desire to learn more about what we can offer to help you with this between AMZ Scout and ourselves at Brandville University? Because we have some great stuff coming up. Some great stuff for you. We're going to do some Q&A, and I've tried to leave plenty of room for Q&A as well. Yes, in the chat, absolutely in the chat. Love it. Good stuff. Okay, so I am trying to leave some good time for Q&A. So make sure you do get those questions coming in because I will answer as many as I can for you in the time that we have today. But first and foremost, I would like to introduce to you a package that we have put together for you to help you learn this process in depth. It can appear overwhelming, yes, but this is why we have created a standalone, standout in the industry training called the Amazon Ads Blueprint. See, there's lots of training about how you get your first product for sale, but there's not much training beyond that. And so we are plugging this gap in the Amazon education space with what we believe to be the standout training on Amazon advertising. It's regarded as one of the top Amazon PPC trainings. It's recently had a complete overhaul. I've been running this course for a number of years now. As I said, I've spent a lot of money, I've learned a lot. And in the last few months, I've completely overhauled this entire training and completed it from scratch with all of this new learning that we've had. And I want to present it to you in a very, very special package that we have put together for you today. So, what is inside the Amazon Ads Blueprint? You might be asking. Well, there are 8 core modules of learning to help you understand. First and foremost, we've got Module 1, Foundations, which is going to build all of these foundations for you and help you understand the things that we've talked about today, expanding on some of the things that I have touched on very briefly. Each of these is its own long lesson that really explains this out for you in step by literal step detail, so you don't feel overwhelmed, but actually you feel equipped with the knowledge to have the foundations for success. Okay. Module 2 is all about research. As you can see on the right hand side of the screen as well, there's a bunch of feedback about the course, about the training, about Brand Builder University from our current members, because I want you just to see that this isn't just me that's come up with this stuff, but this is our member community feedback as well. Okay, so module 2 is all about target research. We'll show you even more in depth than I showed you. I do a full walkthrough of the AMZ Scout tools in this module. I give you like step by step, click by click. I show you where to click, where to point, and literally walk you through the process, handheld through that process of how to find the right keywords, how to find the right ASINs to advertise on, because we haven't even talked about the fact that you can advertise on other people's products and steal your competitors' sales. We haven't even had time for that, but I'll walk you through that in the target research module. In module 3, we look at campaign structure in a lot more depth. The simple structure that I showed you is the very beginning of that. And we look at the launch phase, because how you structure your ads when you launch your product is different to how you want to do it when you expand after the launch phase, and then also long term when you diversify. I've got products that I've been selling for many, many years, and the structure that I have is very different to the products that I am launching right now. So I give you all of those structures that we've used and tested and vetted and shown to have worked, and I hand them to you so you can just plug and play those structures into your business without having to do all of that expensive testing. In module 4, we talk about sponsored products, which are the foundational format of advertising. There are 3 main formats, and they are sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display. Again, we haven't even had time to get into those today, but sponsored products are the meat and potatoes as such of your Amazon advertising strategy. And we go into lots of depth in there. I show you how to set up all the campaigns. I take you inside Campaign Manager in Amazon and show you, again, where to click, where to put your keywords, where to do your bids, how to set them up in the right way so that you have confidence to get those campaigns launched and driving sales for you. Module 5, we then go into sponsored brands. Sponsored brands is where you can do video ads and you can do some more creative ads. So we don't always start them straight away. We get started with sponsored products, but then as you grow, there are things you can do to keep propelling your brand forwards with sponsored brands. And then module 6, we look at sponsored display, which are in a more advanced format of advertising. You don't need to really run these until you're doing sort of $50,000 to $100,000 a month in sales, but that's where we aim to get you. We aim to get you there so that you can then grow these other ad types in your business and diversify even further. In module 7, we do deep dive on analysis and optimization. And I go through each of those steps in great detail. Again, I didn't really have time to show you the spreadsheets that we use and show you the filters and how to filter them and how to take the keywords and put them in as negative keywords, and lots of other terms that can seem overwhelming at first. But in this module, we do literally go through everything very, very granularly and make sure that you know exactly how you need to optimize your ads to keep them profitable. And really, really in-depth module. This one, it's probably the most in-depth module because it involves getting the spreadsheets and really getting into the data. And I really nerd out on all that stuff, so you don't have to. So I kind of explain it for you in simple terms and help you understand the data to implement it in your business. And then finally, in module 8, we look at some advanced strategies. So if you are already selling, if you are already running ads and feel like you've got a good handle of it, then we teach you some more advanced things like day parting, using AI to really, drive new angles of analysis that haven't been possible before without AI. We're really trying to stay on the cutting edge there with what's available, and a bunch of other things that, if you are earlier on in your journey, all of those words might just seem like gobbledygook, but there is lots of mileage in the course. It's going to really teach you the foundations and lots more beyond that. So as you can tell, it's a highly comprehensive, tested, proven program designed to help you extract every dollar of profit you can from Amazon ads. But that is not all, because when you enroll today, you'll also get instant access to a bunch of bonuses that we've got lined up for you. These are the bonuses you get with the course. You have got, first and foremost, your keyword research planner. So when you do your keyword research, what we have created for you is a system to organize all of these keywords into the right place, into the right campaigns. And this is going to save you hours of manual work. It's going to help you identify hidden keyword opportunities and increase your product's visibility. And this is included with the course as a bonus for free. We created this for you. And the second bonus is probably my favorite of the bonuses because of all of the color coordination. It looks super cool and it's really effective at helping you track the impact that your ads are having. Okay, so you're going to be able to put in there your data, your statistics, and it's going to show you how you are performing and the areas in which you can improve. This took me a long time to create, but I created it for myself because I didn't have this kind of thing available to me. I wanted to have something that I could use to be able to track my own business, and I created it, and I've given you a copy of this. So, what I do with Brand Building University is we give away our sawdust, right? I'm building this business. I'm in the trenches running this. And then what works for us, what is the fruit of what we create, I help create for you to be able to use the same tools and things that we're using. And this is what we've done with this as well. So you get that included with this as well. And you also get the cheat sheet, which is going to give you the step-by-step instructions of how to do all of your optimization steps and keep you on track with your ads. And then finally, the fourth bonus of the Amazon ads course is that you get to submit your questions each week. And whenever you submit those questions for Amazon ads related content, I will upload them to our video library, and you can access that that growing library of continually added to answered questions in there as a resource for you. So if you have a question, boom, get it answered, and you will always have that support. But usually we just sell this as a standalone course, and the package that we normally have with AMZ Scout, with all the tools that I'll go into in a sec, usually this is just the course. So you get a self-study course, you go away, you learn it, and it'll be really helpful for you. However, there isn't that ongoing support. But AMZ Scout's team have twisted my arm and convinced me to upgrade this even more. And rather than just the course, rather than just the bonus 1, 2, 3, and 4, rather than just these aspects, we are going to be, as I've said it before the slides, we are going to be upgrading everyone that enrolls during this offer being open from just our ads course to our entire Brand Builder University, which is I think when you see all of that you're going to get today, this is an unbelievable offer. You are going to be getting with your BBU Pro upgrade. So normally we have all of these courses available individually. Usually they're around $300 each. But what we do is we package them all together in something we call BBU Pro. And you're going to get upgraded to that today. And you're going to get access to all of these courses, not just the Amazon Ads Blueprint, but the Brand Builder Blueprint, which is going to show you how to succeed on Amazon. So if you haven't started selling yet, that's going to literally walk you through product research. It's going to walk you through listing optimization. It's going to walk you through sending your products to Amazon, scaling up. All of that stuff is in the Brand Builder Blueprint. You also get access to the Outsourcing Masters course, which is all about building a team. When you have grown sales to a point where you have the ability to get a team on board, that is where you really can start to free up your time and have that time freedom of a digital entrepreneur. And we show you how to source low cost, high caliber team so that you can do that far quicker than you might imagine. And then finally, our Exit Engine course, which is taught by Ben Leonard, who is part of our Brand Builder University coaching team. He started and scaled and sold his fitness brand Beast Gear for multiple millions. And inside our Exit Engine course, he teaches you how to set your business up to be sold. So you don't just make sales in the here and now, but you can actually build a sellable asset. And he teaches you all of that inside of Exit Engine. So you're going to get all of those courses, not just Amazon Ads Blueprint, but all of them. You get lifetime access to these, by the way. So do not worry. There's not a rush to get through all of this incredible content. And you're also going to get access to our BBU Pro coaching. Every single week, we get together on a live call like this, and we debrief your business. If you are struggling with something, you can hop on the call, you can ask questions, and I will personally help you through the challenge that you are facing and get a resolution for you. These are intimate calls because people just kind of attend when they've got questions. It's not necessarily a free-for-all. It's just if I'm struggling with something, I'll ask the question. And so we get plenty of time to dive into the challenges that you're facing and how you can solve them. And then finally, you have the community. As part of BBU Pro, you can join our community, and I'll give you a quick tour of that in a second. And as you can see, Marlena here, she's talking about how amazing the community is and how it's helped her hit over $1,000 in a day in turnover. And, really just ascribing a lot of that to the community that we have, which is really, really powerful community. So, like I said, I would love to give you a quick tour of that because it is something that, I feel like that might help. When you join, when you enroll in Brand Builder University in this special offer that we've got for you today, you are going to come into this area here, which is where all of our courses, community, coaching is all in one place. Super, super convenient for you. And you can see that there's a lot of activity in here. There's people posting, asking questions, and these are areas that are broken down by topic. So anytime you've got a question on a certain topic, you can come into the area, whether it's Amazon, Shopify, marketing, operations, wherever it is, you can come in, ask your question, and people will get back to you and help you with your challenges. This is where all of the courses are held. So we've been talking through the Amazon Ads Blueprint. And so you can see here all of the lessons, all of the courses. It's all very interactive. You can watch this on your mobile. You can watch this on your iPad. You can go to all of these different lessons in here and scan around, and you'll find lots of good stuff in there. So that's there. You can add comments to other people's comments, and you can learn all you need to do in there. And then you've also got our events in here. So you can see each week we have an event where you can join RSVP, join the live stream, and also they're recorded. So if you miss any of the events, you can come back and you can see the previous events, and you can watch the recap of the different events and all the questions that are being asked in there. Okay, so that is a little bit of a quick tour, whistle-stop tour of Brand Builder University community, so you know what you're getting when you enroll. But that is just one part of it. I know that's lots of parts in one, but that's just half of this package that we're offering you today, because what we also have for you is a year of AMZ Scout's tool set to be able to equip you with everything you need. So the idea behind this, guys, is we're going to give you the knowledge and we're going to give you the tools, combine those two together, and it's going to be liftoff. Okay. So you're going to get a year's access to the AMZ Scout toolset, which is crazy amounts of tools. I've touched on a couple of them in the session today, but I'm going to go through a few others of what you get. A lot of you are here because you have heard about how great AMZ Scout's tools are. Well, let me show you a few more aspects of how great they are. First, you get the Pro extension. Now, this is a Chrome extension, but when you go onto Amazon, you can search for a product, a yoga mat, or what's this one here? This is it is a guest check pad. Anyway, it's a product that someone has searched for, and they've loaded up the Chrome extension, and it's going to show you a load of key metrics and trends. It's going to show you sales volume, how good competition is, and help you find the right niches to go into when you're researching new products. And of course, also which ones to avoid that are too competitive, that might be a little bit too far of a jump for you. You can also estimate the costs and get an idea of net profit. Super, super helpful tool, the Pro extension. And thanks for all the questions that are coming in, by the way, guys. I will definitely hang around to answer your questions. We'll be wrapping up just this section in just a few moments, and then I will get to your questions, and I'm looking forward to helping you with those. But I just want to finish this off for you because obviously we've got all of the training and all of these tools, and this is a short time offer we've got for you. So I want to make sure you understand everything that's included so you can decide if it's right for you. Okay. You also, with that Pro extension, you can quickly check the what's called the niche score inside of AMZ Scout to see if it has good potential. This is a really helpful tool for summarizing opportunities really quickly. And loads of other things in there. Of course, you can see different keyword aspects in there, see how good different people's listings are. Honestly, it's like a complete spy tool to spy on your competition. It is a very, very powerful tool. And that is just one of the tools in the tool set. We have talked about product database. It's one I mentioned earlier, but you can use this tool to research for products, filter through the 600 million products in the AMZ Scout database, and find the ones that are right for your budget, for your circumstances, and that are going to help you launch successfully. You've got keyword research and reverse ASIN lookup. Reverse ASIN is the tool I showed you earlier, and this is the number one tool you want to be using for keyword research, in my humble opinion. It's what I use to do my keyword research because it's what helps you find the most relevant keywords. So this is a super, super powerful tool. And not only do you get access to a year of this tool set, so you're going to have a whole year to use the tools and really maximize the value of them. Not only are you getting that, you're also getting a bunch of bonuses from the AMZ Scout team as well. You're getting 1,000 exclusive Amazon product ideas. That is just gold in its own idea because you're going to be able to, see a whole load of products that could potentially work well right off the bat and save you a bunch of time. Then you're also going to get a monthly trend report. And so these are going to contain product trends, profitable niches, and they're going to have news in them and keep you on the cutting edge of what is working. So it's going to equip you to be the successful Amazon seller and not just have a short-term business, but have something that thrives in the long term. Remember, Amazon is a platform that continues to grow, continues to be successful. So it's not a case of if you can be successful, it's about how you be successful, because there is success left, right, and center on this platform. You just need to hook into it and understand how to get the most out of it. And these trend reports will help you to do that. You're also going to get ideas for booming categories to sell in Q4. We're coming into Q4 right now, and it's going to give you some really good ideas that's going to help you with this period, and it's going to help you to be able to unlock some of the potential in this time of year. The Amazon Infographics Secrets ebook. We talked earlier about listings and images and how crucial they are for your success. And so this ebook is going to teach you everything you need for that. We're going to give you the how to get reviews guide, which is going to, of course, give you those all important reviews, which is going to be a massive improvement to your Amazon ads and help you get more and more reviews. And then it's going to also give you this list of low risk, ungated Amazon categories that help you sell products without restrictions. Okay, so we have gone through an absolute mountain of stuff there, and I've whistled through it to try and get to your questions and make sure you've got all of the information. However, there is so much there. So here is a bit of a recap of all of it. Added up, it is a total real world value, not just made up values. This is what this stuff sells for, could be sold for. This is a real world value of over $7,000. But today, the team and I have put together this incredible deal for you of just $599. Crazy good deal. $599. And the exclusive offer for you is in the chat. And I do recommend grabbing this as soon as you can. This deal will expire. It is just a short-term deal because usually, like I say, we have a package with AMZ Scout, and we number one, it costs more than this. And number two, we only offer the self-study course within it. We don't offer the upgrade to BBU Pro. So there's no coaching, there's no community, there's none of the bonuses that come with that. It is just the course and the tools, and it costs more than this. So you are getting, number one, a discount on that, and you're also getting a massive upgrade on that to our weekly coaching sessions, and you can be a member of our community. And that is, by the way, folks, is lifetime access. Lifetime access. And when I say lifetime, I don't necessarily mean my lifetime. I mean the lifetime of the program. I might not still be doing the calls when I'm 75, but I've been doing them for about 6 years now, and I will continue to do them for as long as I am in good health and able to do. But that will be a long time of support and coaching for you. Lifetime access to all of the courses, and anytime we launch new courses as well. 2025, we've got plans to launch a Shopify course and also other topics as well to help you build out a really well-rounded, successful e-commerce brand. Okay, so that is everything you've got. And so you can see it all on screen there. If you want me to recap anything, if anything didn't make sense with regards to that, let me know. And what we'll do is we'll start to look at some of your questions. So if you do have questions, folks, please do ask them in the Q&A section. And now is my time to answer your questions and help you on your journey of succeeding on Amazon, getting launched on Amazon, succeeding with Amazon ads. Any questions you have, whether it's about Amazon advertising, whether it's about Amazon FBA in general. We do 6 figures a month in sales on Amazon on the platform, so I know the platform very well. And so if you have any questions about that, if you have any questions about the offer, and any questions about the the package that we're offering today, please do free to ask that now as well, and I'll get into all of those. Okay, sounds great. Okay, what we'll do is I'll work through these questions and we will go through each of them one by one. So if you do have a question, please feel free to pop it in the Q&A and I will help you with those. Okay. Really good intro, Ben. No problem. I'm glad it helped. As I said, I would love to be able to dive deeper into a lot of the aspects. I feel like we are, covering a lot and not getting as deep as I would like to. But of course, this is something, like I say, we teach a 7, 8, 9, 10-hour course on and do coaching sessions on every week to help people with, because it is a more complex topic. So you are very, very welcome. Okay, so hi. I wonder if you will offer Black Friday discount for the LTD this year. That would be one for the AMZ Scout team. I'll let them answer that one in terms of any other kind of deals. As far as I'm aware, this is the best deal for this period of time, but I'll let them answer that one. Adrian's asking, what is the least amount I can start using ads? There isn't really a least amount because your ads should be producing revenue for you. Okay, so when you're at the very beginning, when you're just starting out, I would try and allocate some budget towards it, but that doesn't have to be much more than $50 to $100, just so that you can spend that and test some things. However, if you've done what we talked about in this lesson and you've set up your product and you've set up your listing well, then you are going to already done a lot of the hard work. And then when you start sending traffic to that, you should start making sales relatively quickly. So if all things considered, if you spend $50 to $100 in ads, you should start making sales with that. So I would say if you can budget, allocate $50 to $100 to get started with, you'll be off to the races. Okay. Next question. And guys, the team that are here with us, AMZ Scout team, I'm not sure if you want me to sort of confirm these questions when I'm done or not. I'm not clicking anything. I'm just going to answer them because I'm not sure. I don't want to press the wrong thing. So I'll just go through them one by one and answer them. Adrian's, sorry, I've answered that one. Sarah is asking, I'm just starting out, so I don't know if I should start with ads. Is there a way I can sell organically first and then try ads, or should I learn ads and make money faster? Great question, Sarah. And that is something that is a common misconception, is that, well, I will try and start selling without ads, and then later on I can start running ads once I'm making money. However, remember in the session, what we talked about is the role of Amazon ads and the role they play in visibility on the platform. Unfortunately, Amazon now is more of a mature platform. When I first started selling on Amazon in 2017, I remember the first time I listed a product, I made 2 sales on my first day without running a single ad, just because I used the right keywords. People found me in search results, and I did a okay-ish job of my images. However, there are more products that are being sold on Amazon now, and you're unlikely to get that kind of result. In order for your product to make sales early on, you need to be able to, it's almost like the cart before the horse situation. You need to get ranked on Amazon in search results for relevant keywords to drive sales. But to get ranked for keywords, you need to get sales, because sales drive ranking and then ranking drives sales. So how do you go about that? Well, you have to manufacture that traffic in some way. So do you have to do that with Amazon ads? No. If you're a business that already has a big audience on social media, a big email list, a big following somewhere that you can drive traffic, then you can send traffic from there to Amazon to buy your product. And the result of those sales will mean that you get more organic ranking, more organic visibility on Amazon, and you'll get sales. But remember, Amazon really is just a search engine. It's not a shop. It's not so much a marketplace that it gets called. It's a search engine. And you need to be as high up in search results as you can to make the Amazon platform worthwhile. But the reason why a lot of new beginners start on Amazon, and why we suggest to start on Amazon, is because there is already so much traffic there. So you don't need to create the traffic. You just need to direct the traffic. And Amazon ads are really the simplest form of marketing for your business, because you are directing traffic that already has intent. They have intent to buy. If someone searches for a yoga mat on Google, they might be searching for ways to use a yoga mat, or where to buy a yoga mat locally in a store. Whereas when they're searching on Amazon, they are coming to Amazon looking for a yoga mat, credit card on file, hungry to buy, right? So it's the best place for beginners to start and put your first amount of advertising budget. But you will, I hate to say it, but you'll struggle to sell if you're not willing to do some form of advertising, whether that's on Amazon or off Amazon. A business that doesn't advertise is like someone expecting to win a marathon without running, right? If you want to win a marathon, you got to run. If you want to sell products, you got to advertise them somehow. It doesn't have to be on Amazon. It can be, you can send Facebook ads to your Amazon listing. It won't convert as well as Amazon ads. Having tested it many times myself, Amazon ads are the number one way to get started. So you don't have to do it, but I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. Okay, sounds great. What percentage of sellers are using these tools, do you think, Ben? These kind of software tools? What I'm getting at is, how much of a competitive advantage is it really? Yeah, listen, there would be lots of people using the tools for sure, but there aren't necessarily lots of people that know how to use them. And I think that's why obviously the coaching, the training alongside the tools is such a powerful bundle and component of it, is because you're going to learn strategies about about the implementation, and a tool is only as good as the user, right? So you can put certain things into certain filters and you can come up with product ideas, but unless you apply good business principles of improving products, working with suppliers, getting good at advertising like we're talking about today, then you're not going to be successful, right? The people that are successful are the people that don't just let the tool do the work for them. It's like AI, right? There's lots of people now that talk about AI and let ChatGPT do things for you and whatever. And AI is a is a terrible master. It's a terrible leader, but it's a fantastic assistant. And this is the same with tools. Tools are essential, I believe, for this kind of business, because an e-commerce business is a very lean business, right? You can, I pretty much run everything myself in my business. I've got one, person that's worked for me, and then some sort of agency, sort of freelance aspects at times when we need it. But essentially, the majority of it is me and software and tools like AMZ Scout, and it's those kind of combinations of things that can help you run a really, really lean business. So it's a competitive advantage when you allow it to be. Great. Okay. How does Pro AI fit in? Is this the icing on the cake? Yes. Again, I'm not sure specifically what you mean by Pro AI. We just talked a little bit about AI there, but I will let the team add any other thoughts that they maybe have in the chat. Does this program get billed annually? The tools is an annual subscription for the tools. So yes, if you did want to renew the tools, it would be a further annual subscription. But the training, the courses, the coaching, the support, it is that's lifetime access. Lifetime access. So that's as long as the program is in existence, which no plans whatsoever to close it down for many, many years. But for as long as we're there, you've got access to it. And, so I created the advertising course. Like I said, I think it was 2019, the first iteration of it, because I was getting some success and people were asking me how I was doing what I was doing. And it was the easiest thing was just to sort of record it all at once and give it to all the people that are asking questions. And so that was 2019, and we've been improving it, adding to it. And, 5 years later, completely redone it, improved on it from all that learning in that time period as well. So obviously there were people that enrolled in it, 5 years ago that are still getting updates from it many, many years later. So when you enroll, you get the benefit of that for the future as well. You'll continue to get updates. You'll continue to get, because it's the BBU Pro version as well, you'll get all our new courses. So we give out any new course that we create, like we're going to create one on building out a Shopify store as well next year. I'm just launching a new brand at the moment, which is heavily sort of Shopify. And so I'll be documenting the whole process of that and how we're scaling that up. And you'll get access to that as well. So it's meant to be Brand Builder University. We're trying to build the ultimate training platform for e-commerce. So you'll get that, you'll get the benefit of that and the tools together combined. The tools for the year and then the training for lifetime access. Okay. Yep, in terms of refund period, as Alex says, there's a 10-day. I think that is on one of the slides, actually, isn't it? Sorry. You can also do Klarna, guys, if you want to split this into 4 interest-free payments. If you're in the US, only for US people, you can do buy now, pay later at checkout as well. When you go to the link, amzscout.net/get/bundle-ben, then you can get those if you're in the US as well. So it spreads it out over 4 months. And you can also scan the QR code that's on the screen as well. And that will all be available for you there. You get access to the course the business day after getting payment confirmation, but you'll get access to the tools straight away. And there you go. Yeah, the refund guarantee. You get 10 days. Check it all out. If it's not as good as I've made it sound, after 10 days, yeah, you can get a refund, and no problems with that. We get, from time to time, one or two people every now and then maybe just thought it was something different or a different business model or whatever, and I'm happy to honor that. We only want people in the community that want to be there. We want to serve people with lots of energy, and so it's meant to be the right thing for the right people. So do not have any fears about that. This is less than the annual cost of the Pro extension. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. I can't believe that I've managed to convince AMC Scout to do this, and B, they've convinced me to do this. Like, together, this is crazy, low price in comparison to what all of this retails for, at any other time. Okay, so there is a summary again. There is a summary of everything you're getting with the promotion. And again, a reminder, the link is at the bottom there to type into your browser, or you can scan the QR code and it will take you to where you can get signed up and get started today. This is only around for a short period of time. I think the team said Monday, but maybe just sort of over the weekend to get signed up. But once that is finished, we are finished, and we will get started. We'll get working with you, get into coaching and how we can really help you grow these brands. Okay, Adrian's asking, if I start with ads, does it mean that when I stop using ads, Amazon won't make my products visible without me paying? Yeah, I mean, there's, again, lots of theories with that. Some people will say, well, at what point can I stop running my ads? And my question to them usually is, well, if your ads are producing profitable sales for you, why would you want to stop them? Because, Adrian, the way I would teach it is, I'm not going to teach you to run ads that aren't profitable. I'm not going to teach you to lose money on your ads. I'm going to teach you to make money. So I want to teach you a system that encourages you to spend more money on ads because it's going to produce more profitable sales for you. And the way we structure the campaigns, it creates that in that, my goal for my campaigns is that I want to be able to scale those budgets to levels that Amazon can't keep up with. I want Amazon to run out of people searching for those terms in a day, and not be able to fulfill the budget that I have on those campaigns, because I've optimized them and I've set the parameters in place. Because with the right campaign structure and with the right parameters in place, you have control. You have control over what gets spent, how it gets spent, and where it gets spent. So Amazon's not going to run off into the night with your money on an advertising bill, as long as you set things up the right way, put all the right controls in place, and then you are only going to spend money when it makes sense for your business to spend that money on keywords that are relevant, that are going to convert, and are going to make you money. So listen, if you do stop all your ads, yes, it can have an impact on your organic visibility. Doesn't always, but it can do. And so I would advise try and keep them going. But yeah, it's certainly something you can test. I'm not saying never try that, because as I've said, a lot of my success has just come from trial and error. And so I have tried that and it's not gone well for me. So I would say don't do it. But if you wanted to try something like that, you could. Does the second scan only for USA, or can we use it in Canada too? Only for the USA, yeah, for Klarna. For other countries, it is just the one on the left. Yeah. From Sarah, do you help with all the steps of creating ads and everything related to it if I buy the whole course? Yep, absolutely. We'll walk you through the course. We'll walk you through literally step by exhaustive step. Months of my life were put into that course alone. And my wife, let's just say this, my wife was very happy. My wife and my kids. I've got two young kids, a 13-year-old and a 7-year-old, and they were very happy when it was done, because it was stressful, lots of work, stressful husband and father, stressed, should I say, and lots of work, but it is very exhaustive, and it will take you through everything you need step by step. And if at any time there's something that doesn't compute, doesn't make sense, you need to explain more or in a different way or examples given, then that's what the weekly coaching calls are for. You can jump on those and ask questions live, very much like this. And I'll sit here doing the same. Natalia, does this course help in product research or only for PC campaign? Yes. So because you get access to BBU Pro, which is all of our courses, we have an entire course, which is even longer and more in depth than our Amazon ads course on getting started with selling on Amazon, getting started with e-commerce. That course is called the Brand Builder Blueprint. That's included in your membership. So you can start with that course and then you can launch your product and use the ads course to blow up sales on your new product. Thank you, Ben. I'm signing up tomorrow once I'm certain the money's in the bank. Look forward to starting this journey with guidance. Amazing. Look forward to helping you on this journey. It will be great to have you in the community. We have a very supportive, great community. And so it'll be great to welcome you along. We'll have our next coaching call on Monday. So just a few days away. And so you can join in with us there. Even if you haven't got through all of the course, you can jump in and ask questions. Had a little bit of man flu recently, so hopefully I'll feel even better by Monday. It's still lingering on. I've had it for literally like weeks. It's hit me hard, but I had to show up tonight and give you the best that I've got in the hope that it helps you, and hopefully it has. Thank you, Ben. It was an amazing webinar. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it's helpful. And guys, thank you for all of those questions. I think we've answered all of the questions that are in there. So we will look to wrap up in a few moments. Obviously, if you do have any other questions in these last couple of minutes, please feel free to drop them. But a big thank you for joining us. I hope you found this time together helpful. I know we've been on a number of platforms, and so there's been lots of people joining from different places and platforms and locations and everything. And so it's been a great time, and your questions have been great. I love it when the questions show you that you have been thinking about the content. You've been taking it on board, you've been processing it, and so yeah, really good questions. Shows that you're in a really good spot to be taking things to the next stage in your journey. But like I say, that's everything there on screen that you're going to get when you join us. And just one last reminder that you're getting not only all of the courses, all of the bonuses, but you're also getting all of the tools with AMZ Scout for that year, all of the bonuses that they're offering, and the lifetime access to the coaching, to the support, and we will help you grow this business together. And at a ridiculously low price, because like I say, normally BBU Pro is $997 just for that. Just for that. That is what we charge for that, because we think there's such value in it. But today you're getting that and all of the other things here for nearly half that price, which is crazy. Are all these products in the platform, by the way? Yes. So the bonuses for BBU, they are all in the platform. So when you get access tomorrow, when you sign up, you will get the next day, you'll be given access to BBU, and that will give you all of the courses, all of the coaching access, all of the bonuses mentioned here, and you will get immediate access to the AMZ Scout tools. You'll get your login, you'll be able to log in, and you will get sent the bonuses after the fact there as well. Okay. So do not panic if when you log into AMZ Scout, all of the courses aren't there. It is getting very late here in the UK, and I'm getting to be an old man now, so I'm going to need to go to bed at some point soon. And after a nice hot cup of hot chocolate, maybe. And so in the morning, once the team lets me know, hey, Sarah signed up or Adrian signed up, then we'll get you access to the BBU platform. So that won't happen immediately. That will happen the next day. But all of the tools you'll get access to immediately. So We will get you up and running nice and quick. Great. Okay. All right, thanks. All right, folks, I think we've answered all of the questions and covered all of the topics there. So we will look to wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being on the call with us. I do hope it has been very, very helpful for you, and look forward to helping as many of you as we can in the next steps of the journey. Okay, guys, thank you all for being here. And if you do want to learn more about that, go to amzscout.net/get/bundle-ben, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys soon. Another question here. Sorry, just before I wrap up. Do other tools have the same? Does Helium 10 have the same as AMZ Scout? Do I need to unsubscribe? Yeah, listen, there are. This is the best value tool set you're going to get because of the value on what's on offer here. You're going to get all the tools you need. There is no more comprehensive tool suite that you need than AMZ Scout. It's the number one most comprehensive, and the price you're getting at is ridiculous price there. So yeah, you won't need any other tools. You'll just need these. With these tools and with our support, you will be off to the races. So don't you worry about that. Good stuff. All right, folks. Well, we will call it a day there. Thank you for all of the questions, and it has been a pleasure to join you. If you do need any other support, obviously you can follow the link there, find out all of the information, and go from there. Can this help for people that are publishing on KDP? Yes, absolutely. We also have some books on KDP. I've used these strategies on KDP as well. I'm not a power seller, maybe like some of you, but I think this month we do a 10 to 15 sales a day on KDP. It's nothing massive. A few $100s a month. But the good thing about KDP is it's 100% profit, those royalties. There's no physical goods. So I think that is a great strategy to bolt on to your physical products business. That's what we've done. We've created books that are relevant to our niche and use them as sort of like almost like a lead magnet. We talk about in marketing, something that you offer that's free or cheap, and it gets people into your world. And yeah, KDP is a good way of doing that because we get to make just pure profit on those sales because it's just royalties from Amazon, but also we get people checking out our products from that because we put like a QR code in the book. Check out our products, check out our website in the book. So yeah, we do. It adds a few $1,000s a year to our bottom line, and more beyond that from people that come through to our website as well. So yes, these strategies can be used for your advertising on KDP. It's very, very similar. Good. All right. I keep saying that's all the questions, and then more are coming in, which is good. I love it. I love the hunger, the enthusiasm, and the answers. So that is much appreciated. All of your questions and all of your interactivity is much appreciated. When you are speaking at a screen for nearly 2 hours, it's great to know that there's people on the other end that are getting some help from it and are asking great questions as well. Fantastic. All right, folks, we will end things there. And look forward to helping you guys hopefully inside Brand Builder University with the AMZ Scout tools and help you grow a successful business on Amazon. Good. All right, folks, take care, and we will see you soon.